Good evening and welcome to Modern Spiritualists Live. I'm Aeson Knight, and of course, with me tonight is a legendary and the most infamous in general British medium and psychic Hazel Firefly. How are you, honey?
I'm good. Blinking freezing, but I'm good.
And it's gotten a little chilly, I do believe. It
We are supposed to have snow by the weekend.
I know, and it's like, no, let's not. I
No, definitely not.
I am not ready. Hello, Miss Brenda. How are
Hi,
you?
Brenda.
Nice to see you. So, we're rounding out the year. So, this is when we're going to be covering some fun topics into December to get you ready for our powerful 2024. And we're going to top it off with our New Year's show, where we're
We
going to be
are.
doing our 2024 predictions. Are you looking forward to that one? Because that's one of my favorite shows.
I am. But I'm just more looking forward to the baby coming.
I know. Okay, let's clarify for our listeners so they understand what's going on. And let's talk about it so that they can kind of take a chill pill.
I have my first grandchild being born. They've given Christmas Eve, but we know that can go either way.
Yep.
And it's a little boy.
Yes, your first grandbaby, your first siring will be a little
Yes.
boy, which is good luck for the family in the Irish and the English view, correct?
Yes. I've collected the new coins of this year from King Charles
Uh huh.
because that's supposed to be a tradition.
Uh huh.
And my nan done it for me, so I've done it for the baby as well.
I think that'll be interesting. I mean, because we've gone through, a change in monarchy.
Yes.
I'm still filling this one out because, like, the Queen was like, we knew what she was going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Charles is a little bit more different. I think he's going to be a little bit more cumbersome. I also think
Yes.
he's going to be a lot less huff and puff, and more like cut the ribbon and let's go on. Is that
Yeah.
biodegradable? Don't be feeding the birds that ribbon. You know, which is, I think he's what the United Kingdoms need.
I got mixed feelings about that
Okay.
because it's costing us millions
Mm-hmm.
to change everything over, like the postal service, the stamps, the money,
Uh-huh.
all the companies that had HM, her details have
Right.
now got to all be changed again.
Right.
He's not going to be in service for long.
I know, but we're going right to another mail, so it'll be a lot easier.
I just don't think he is as good for the economy as William would have been.
I think that he's different for the economy. Like, I think he's
Yes.
going to be changing a lot of the focus of the economy to reusable, recyclable, very
I mean, to
environmental.
give now, that's a load of trash, and I'll tell
Right?
you why.
Okay.
They always come up to Sandringham for Christmas.
Uh huh.
His mum always caught public transport.
Uh huh.
She always caught a train from London to King's Lynn,
Uh huh.
where her cars would pick her up in King's Lynn to take her to Sandringham.
Right.
He only flies up in a private jet.
Okay.
That's defeating the object.
It is. Are you telling me he's not taking the Royal Train? Like, has the Royal
No,
Train been retired, or is it
it's
just not
not.
updated?
Right, his mum don't travel on a royal train. She travels on a public train.
Really?
But what they used to do was they used to put guards in front of first class,
Uh huh.
and she would have guards sitting there with her.
Uh huh.
And she always used to be allowed to get off the train first
Uh huh. Of
and
course.
get into our cars, and then everybody else was allowed off.
Ah. I don't know. Like, I think he's different. I think it's going to be hard for everybody, including us that are, waiting to be repossessed. We are waiting for him to write the foreclosure notice, please,
Yeah.
and repossess the rest of his subjects. But, we'll see if that happens. Yeah, I'm one of those Americans. It's like, can we go back and rewrite 1776? Because, gee, I want the health insurance. I want the pension. Like, counsel, please.
See, it's just crazy because he is following his mother's Christmas traditions.
Good.
Because where Sandringham is, they got all houses and they used to go to church on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
He's still following them traditions through.
Good.
I think if he didn't follow that through, there would be uproar.
Well, I think there would be uproar, but at the same time, I think there would be issues. And here's why.
Yeah.
He's never going to be a Queen Elizabeth.
No.
And he's not going to be a King George.
No.
His grandfather. He's going to be Prince Charles, King Charles. It's going to take a moment to get used to that. And he has a different flair. Do I think that he's bad for the economy? I don't. And here's why. I think we've got a bad economy globally.
True.
That's like blaming Biden for the bad economy here. We've got a global bad economy. We lost a very large portion of the world populace. And, we're still adjusting. We're still having food shortages here in the U.S.
Yeah, and we are really bad.
Yeah, because we went 4 years without planting, really.
Yeah.
And what we did plant, a lot of it got wasted because of stupidity.
Yeah.
So when you have all that going on, I don't think we can blame the leader, especially one that's more of a signature leader, like Prince Charles. Well, King Charles is.
Thing is, I've got mixed feelings about him.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is going to sound really stupid.
Maybe not.
Because how can they call him royalty?
Uh-huh.
And king when he had an affair?
Right.
Anne had an affair, but she don't class herself as royalty.
She doesn't, but she works harder than all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that really annoys me to think that somebody... It's like Andrew. They've brought so much wrong things to the media. Hi, Shannon. I didn't see you sneak in there.
Yeah. They've brought a lot of mess. But I got to question how much of it is birdcage mess and what is actually needs to be handled.
Perhaps I see it different because I live in that area.
Right.
I just don't think that he would give the people what they want.
Uh-huh.
And I think right. Shannon, don't start. If I put it this way, a lot of our older generation, when the Queen died, they said they wouldn't follow the king because he didn't have a clue.
Right.
Whereas if William had become king, we need the younger people to learn about that type of thing. Because the younger people, they respected the Queen, but they don't respect him because of his family values.
I think it's more so they don't respect him because he's not earned the respect yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think he ever will.
I don't think, we'll see. We'll see. He's got to set some precedents. He's got to stir up some muck. They always did. Okay. He's barely even gotten his ass print onto the throne yet. So let him stir some muck up first.
If you want to watch a good program, I don't know if you'll be able to get it over there. You might be able to. It's called Christmas with the Royals. You might have to put in like the Queen.
Right.
That program is amazing. That'll show you a lot of what she done on Christmas Day.
Right. It was a very stately event.
Yes. Yes. You weren't allowed to speak at the dinner table.
Uh-huh.
And you weren't allowed to put your knife and fork down until she had finished her food.
Uh-huh. Which that lurks back to Queen Victoria, who could speed
Yeah.
through a 10-course meal in 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a real interesting program. Right. Shanahan, stop leading us astray.
Well, there is some VPN software that do not install it on your computer if you're an advisor, but there are some ways that you can watch stuff you shouldn't be able to.
Devon, I'm sorry you've come into this madhouse. Shannon thinks she's a ninja.
Yep.
Brenda sat there quiet, not getting involved.
Uh-huh.
And poor Devon is thinking, what the hell have I walked into?
Well, no, Devon's very much used to us.
Oh, right. So Devon is from your side.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I think that. Do I think Charles is going to have the reign of his mother? No. Do I think that it's going to look more like King George? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'll be very much, these are the duties, these are the things we want to change. Let's modernize this. Let's bring back farming to Britain.
The thing is, he's already upsetting the residents.
Uh-huh.
Because he've now said, bearing in mind, we live in like little villages with little back roads.
Uh-huh.
He have now said for the next 5 years, we're going to have at least 2 to 3 concerts in Sandringham.
Okay.
Do you remember what I said it was like with Robbie Williams?
Uh-huh.
We as residents shouldn't have to go through that for 3 weeks of the year in our period summertime.
Right. But here's the question to that. How much money does it bring to Sandringham?
Yeah, it brings to Sandringham. That don't come back into the community.
Uh-huh.
That goes on repairing their stately homes.
Well, no, I thought the concert, okay, and let me talk it out. So when they come up for when you run festivals, there's restaurants that get benefit, there's hotels that get benefits, there's cottages that get rented out for benefit. That's what I'm talking about. The shops and stuff. Like, is he trying to open it up?
That's the thing. Because he's got an event company working for him called Heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Heritage bring all the food things with them.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing people are complaining about, when you go in, you're not allowed to take chairs with you. You're not allowed to take water. You're not allowed to take the basics.
Okay.
If you want them, you have to hire them when you're there.
Okay, that's interesting.
And that's what the other thing people are complaining about. They're paying like £100 for a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only food they can buy is inside the venue from the Heritage Company.
Mm-hmm.
You can hire chairs from the venue.
Right.
But they are £15 each.
Okay.
Somebody paid £6.40 for a bottle of water.
Not surprising.
So what he's doing, he's upsetting all the residents within the area.
Right.
But not giving anything back to them at the same time.
Understandable, at least for right now. Okay. Like, I live in that type of area.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
We live in a tourist area. It starts around April 4th, and it's held here until October 11th or 22nd, depending on the way the calendar falls. So, and every 4 years, we have the Boy Scouts of America take over the area.
But may sound crazy. Boy Scouts do a lot for their communities.
You know what they don't do?
They don't clean up after themselves.
They don't clean up after themselves. Our poor Walmart when they are in for 2 weeks, looks like it has been hit by a ravaged wolves.
Oh, so what's this about Bridge Day and Boy Scouts?
Same thing. The whole, like Bridge Day is a 1-day event, okay?
Right.
It's kind of like your concert thing, except it's on a bridge. People jump
Right.
off, okay? You can't go out to eat. You can't get halfway up the interstate. Every shop and hotel is trashed. Boy Scouts, same thing. 3 years ago, when the Boy Scouts were in, we had to go an hour and a half to go grocery shopping.
See, that's ridiculous. But
Yeah.
that don't give. Right, Walmart is a multi-million-pound store.
Right.
Do they necessarily need that income? Why not take them to somewhere that is local?
There isn't.
There isn't. See, that's the thing here. There is.
Yeah. See, there isn't. We have one little local grocery store, and it looks. They go in there and wipe it out too.
Right.
Like they literally, like they need Heritage to come run their event, please, so that we can bread. Like, have you ever walked into a bread aisle in the supermarket and it be completely empty?
I think only twice I've ever seen that in my 50 years.
That's every July here.
Right.
Okay. So I can see the benefit of having the concerts there, and yeah, they're paying, and yeah, they're expensive. Like, sorry, water on the bridge is like $20.
Yeah. I don't know. Perhaps it's something we got to get used to, but at the same time, it's something we shouldn't have to as well, if you know what I mean.
Right. And I think it's something that you'll probably end up seeing the benefit 2 or 3 years out.
I don't know, because our roads are like yours. They've got big potholes and in total disrepair now.
Right. And see, bringing more people in there is just going to bring that more attention to it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
let that happen. Maybe he's trying to push.
They won't fix them, that's for sure.
Well, see, that's just it. He may not have the authority to fix them because he's got very limited authority to do things.
True.
But he can sit there and quietly go, the roads are a little bumpy. The roads are a little bumpy. The roads are a little bumpy. Oh, gee. They just decided they'd go and repave those roads. Ain't that nice?
It's worth a try.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Right.
Devon, sorry if I seem disrespectful. Are you female?
Yes.
Right. Right then, ladies, use one for you. Just leave him to the side for a minute. What do you think of law of attraction? And how do you think it works? Thank you, Devon. Are those cats fighting again?
She has been mouthy for days.
Because we got a full moon.
Well, I get that, but also we switched her for cat food, and she has went ape over this. Like, she loves it, and it's like, I want 2 cans a day, and it's like, no, you will be rolling through the house, not scampering.
So you're starving her?
No, I'm not starving her. She gets a half a can in the morning and a half a can in the evening.
I'm taking your coffee off her, see how you go.
And she has her kibble whenever she wants it.
Bless her.
Yes, she is full of herself today, though.
Do you know I can hear her purring?
I know. And she's literally as far away as I am. How's your babe? Has he come out of the tree yet?
Don't even go there. I've only got baubles on my tree from halfway up.
Tinfoil, baby. Tinfoil. Oh, we have some very interesting views here. Devon's on the fence as she believes you can attract, but there is some effort you have to put in. And Brenda says, depending on which version you mean, just sitting and wishing won't get you there.
Do you know, you might shoot me down dead, but I don't care.
Okay.
I think the law of attraction comes with confidence. If you are very low in confidence, you're not going to attract anybody.
Well, see, I think the law of attraction works with the other laws. Because there's actually like 21 laws of the universe.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think The Secret, everyone's seen The Secret. It was on Oprah. It was all over the world. It showed the pretty side.
Do you know, I don't think it helps that now females are more...
Oh no, Devin, you're fine. Sorry they were disrespectful to your face.
Devon, give me their name, I'll go after them. I'll sort them out. I think because the way of... I'm not going to say courting because people don't court anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The way people date now, and females can be quite boisterous.
Oh yeah.
If you're on a night out, you're more likely to see two females fighting than two men.
Oh, I think you're more likely to see two females fighting on a day. Forget the night out, the day.
Yeah.
There's so much competition. But they are more boisterous, but at the same time, they're so unrealistic.
Yeah.
How often do we find that we have to tell them, calm it down?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you where I think this is where the lesson that they should be teaching in primary school, and they don't anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Planting a seed and watching that plant grow. We all done it for Mother's Day. And it was a life lesson that things have to take time to grow.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore. I don't think they've done that for 20 years in school.
I don't think they have.
Yeah.
You know what, Devon? Some people are so small-minded, they need a good kick up the arse and a good shaking at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Now, Devin,
Small mind. No, sorry.
I was going to comment about the sour jar.
Is the sour jar sweet or right?
No.
Right.
Right. Devin, I'd throw that sour jar in your trunk so it stays shook up all the time.
People are so nasty and don't know how to say please and thank you, or even ask, are you okay, or give you a smile. Mm-hmm. So people like that are not worth your time. They really aren't.
And especially nowadays, I think people have forgotten common manners and common disrespect.
Yeah.
Like constantly disrespect, constantly putting out their opinions to things that they have no idea or no clue about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I call negative energy.
Yeah.
And people think that, there's negative energy, you have to get rid of it. Oh no, you transfer it. Use it to what you want. They're just handing you free gasoline.
Yeah. And the other thing is as well, Devon, you probably pissed her off even more because you didn't snap back at her.
Mm-hmm. You didn't give
because she was she was probably looking for an argument.
Mm-hmm.
And Devon, can I ask you if this was an older person? See, I'd have smacked her on her nose.
Yeah.
I really would have.
Uh-huh.
And that was the best thing to do because you showed her that you weren't going to put up with her busybody ways.
Right.
Right. We find over here it's more the older people that interfere.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously because they're old school sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Devin, you made the right choice. You're finding your job is more important than they are.
Yeah.
That is making choices with the law of attraction. Okay. And that's the whole thing. It's not only confidence, but it's making those choices. Here's an example. And people do not like this example, and I'll prep you for it. Okay. When a rich person gets money, they hold on to it. They let it grow. They let it build. When a poorer person gets money, they spend it. You see it every tax season. The big TVs are floating out of Walmart's like chips, like candy bars. The instead of going, you know what, the TV in my living room is just fine. And taking and letting it grow.
I'm terrible. I make sure I save so much every month.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go left, I then spoil myself or buy something for the house. But my savings are my priority. So I suppose I'm a bit of both in that respect.
Right. There's treating yourself, but it's not like you take your whole paycheck and you blow it.
No.
Yeah.
No. My son does that. My son hasn't got a clue with money.
Right. Example, if you get a tax refund, people that, and Devin, I kind of disagree. Yeah, poor people got bills and we pay our bills.
Yeah.
It is more likely that the lower the income, the more likely you are to pay the bill.
Yeah.
They take
And it comes down,
all that.
if you think about it, that comes down to budgeting and how we were brought up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were given so much money and told you've got to do this, this, and this with it.
Yeah. Very much so. That's why, I get angry every time I have to do bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 1st and the 4th of every month, I'm like, because I don't know how you feel. On times I feel we only work to borrow the money and then we got to give it all back.
See, for me, it's different. When I took over the house and was paying the bills, we had a monthly income of $387. And
Not a lot.
not a lot. It was tight. Um, Let me give that to you in numbers you can understand. We had 306 pounds sterling to pay all the bills.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Right.
That's ridiculous.
But we lived great.
Yeah.
We only had 4 bills: the mortgage, the electric, the water, the gas, and the sewer.
Yeah.
So 5 bills. And literally, like, some of my bills would take all that budget now. And I'm like, how did money get less?
And that's the thing. I don't suppose money gets less. It's the bills that get higher.
Yeah, very much so.
And then we have to find that extra money to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm. And you have to focus on it. But, Devin says she always spends her income check on the kids and the bills she was behind on. That's using it responsibly. That's working within that law of attraction.
Yeah.
That's not going, ooh, I need a new Mercedes just to go buy a new Mercedes. You're taking care of your bases. You're covering those bases.
I did just buy the animals new TV because theirs was broke.
Well, that happens.
So because I work out in the hallway and they're in the living room, they needed a TV, so I went and bought them one.
Well, and you got a grandbaby coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Devin works the law of attraction. Now, I know Devin comments a lot on my other shows, so I know a little bit about her. She's always working extra.
Yeah.
She's always working long shifts. That's taking the actions of the law of attraction. That's making choices for the law of attraction instead of going, I want $1 million. Instead of, I want a life where I don't have to worry about paying bills. $1 million, I've already made $1 million. I've made a couple, there was this, do you know what Melaleuca is?
No.
Do you know what Amway is?
Amway over here is like a cleaning company.
Okay. Do y'all have like multi-level marketing companies over there?
Yeah. Pyramid schemes.
Pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
One of their titles is I've made $1 million. I've made $1 million with this company. Well, duh, if you work more than, 40 years, 30 years, you've made $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Soon as somebody mentions pyramid schemes, I tell them to run.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Right. Okay, so now Devin's trying to attract a job that doesn't force so much overtime. Okay.
Are you manifesting this, Devin?
Yes.
The other thing to do, and I swear by this, is do a mood board for what job you want and how much money you want as well. Even if it means you got to draw your pounds, your paper money then, and stick that on your board, because I really believe in manifesting that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well done.
Yes. Now, which one fits your job? I'll work through this with you. See, that's the thing, is a lot of people go, I want a new job. That's great. What type of job do you want? Fill in detail. I want to work Monday through Friday from 8 to 2. I want to have an office. I want to get, be business professional, and then start making choices. Pick up that business suit that you're going to need. Pick up that whatever you're going to need. And I think that sometimes it's hard for people is to make those small choices.
The question I hate is, what is my next job going to be? Well, I'm sorry, only you can make that decision.
Well, I don't hate that job. I kind of like that question because it leads into a bigger question of what job do you want? Do you want office or do you want physical like you've got now, Devin? Some people are built for offices. Some people want outside. I kind of heard of a really cool job today. And I was like, oh, I could probably do that. This woman goes and she views burnt out houses and burnt out businesses and takes inventory of what's left. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, they would until you come across a dead body.
Well, no, the crime scene and all that's all been done.
They always say that, but they leave something behind.
Yeah. See, Devin, that's where you got to start figuring it out. Do you want to wear coveralls or do you want to have to get dressed every day? Do you want to do your hair every day? Do you not want to do your hair every day? Do you want time to go to the gym and, hit the school parade? Or do you want to, sorry, got to work till 5? Do you want PTO or do you want paid time off? Do you want to be off on every federal holiday? That's a debatable one in this country. See, these are all the little things you got to fill in. What type of coworkers do you want? Do you want the nosy ones? Yeah, Aeson would just talk to them and ask them where the good stuff is. Strangely, because I've been around dead bodies before. Ooh, move out of your town. Okay, then what's your new place look like? But no, strangely, I never get spirits, even when they cross out, because I've worked elder care, so I've dealt with many dead people. Only one of them stuck around for a little bit, and then even she left.
See, I can't.
You can't what?
It don't bother me, dead bodies.
If they don't. I mean, it's like washing a car.
The thing is, one thing to remember is the dead can't hurt you, but the living can.
That's debatable, but I'll take it. Because there is such things as being scared to death, and ghosts have been known to throw people out of houses.
Oh, look, now, they're poltergeists. Get off your high horse.
All right, story time. I was a wee babe, and my parents moved into this house. And they had only been there a garden season. Mom was putting some cabbage up. And she had to go pick Dad up from work because he had worked 16 hours and he wasn't allowed to drive if he worked more than 8 because he had a bad habit of snoozing in the car. So she went to pick him up. She turned her canner off because she had just blanched the cabbage, gotten it ready to go into the jars, hadn't gone into the jars. She goes, she picks him up, she comes back, all the cabbage is canned. All the lids are put on, everything is sealed, everything is done. Even the canner is emptied. They go through the whole house, can't find nobody. Nobody else has keys to this house. That's it. 1, we're not eating that cabbage, and 2, we're out of here. So they find another place and they move. And as they're moving, the last thing to go out is this big, huge, old, back when refrigerators were refrigerators.
Yeah.
Yeah. So him and my uncle is carrying it out, and they get it out of the kitchen, and you would go kitchen, dining room, front door.
Yeah.
They get it into the dining room. All of a sudden, he feels this huge push behind him. And the spirit pushed him out the door, off the porch, and slammed the door behind him.
See?
And
in this house, in my bedroom, I can smell tobacco. But only in the one corner of my room, and I'll say, oh, for Christ's sake, I'm trying to go to sleep. Go and have your fag elsewhere. And the smell goes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But no, that was the most active house that they ever lived in. Because we commonly have spirits dwell around us, because of the family heritage and because of the bloodline and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like Dad was like, nope, ain't living in a house that a ghost can cook. I'm like, can we get one that does the dishes?
See, I think it's nice to have a ghost living in your house.
Right.
Because nothing bad is going to come.
Well, not only that, but that, especially if they're not troublemakers, it's nothing major. Like, it's not going to be anything major. They can't do anything major. You can probably, I'd rock that.
I like ghosts.
I like spirits. And for me, there's a difference. A ghost.
I don't particularly like spirits on times.
Yeah. If I could, honey, I would. I don't like ghosts. I like spirits. Here's why. Spirits actually have intelligence. You can have a conversation. You can go, I'm leaving next week. Can you watch the house? Will you stop aggravating the cat? Put out that pipe. I'm sick of smelling that crap. And they respond. Whether they do it or not is up to them. However, a ghost pops up, does its hokey pokey, and goes away. Like the white ladies in the English
Yeah.
castle, the repeaters. And it's like, will someone please erase the tape or press the stop button? Because it's like the same video over and over again.
See, I just think when you've got them around you, they protect you as well. That's spirits and ghosts.
True. I mean, because there's a lot of, especially where you live at.
Yeah.
Like the Cambridge Library, for those that don't know, you can actually watch the ghost cam there because they have a librarian that's still working.
Yeah.
I think that they should have to pay her family, though. I mean, if she's still working and putting books away and all this other stuff, they should have to pay the family.
I just think they're nothing to be afraid of. Because if you show them fear, they just do more to wind you up.
Oh, yeah. Very much
They
so.
really, really do.
Yeah. And I think that that's more of them getting it, wanting to make connection.
Yeah.
And wanting that, real human interaction.
Yeah.
But, I have a list of people I plan on haunting when I cross over. I'm manifesting that. So,
Don't you start on me. I'm not having it.
Well, honey, I'm not going to start on you.
You'd be sitting on top of my computer saying break, coffee.
Time for more coffee.
Oh.
But, with the law of attraction, you can work very well with it, and it doesn't matter how you put it together, but you got to do it in detail. And then you got to take action. And it drives the universe crazy. You go, I want more money. So they give you a penny. And you're like, I want more money. So they give you a dime. I want more money. They throw a shilling in your way. I want more money. Will you take me to the store? No, I won't take you to the store. No, I won't work overtime. Then why are you asking for more money? You just said no.
It's crazy the way things work. We know that more than anyone.
Right.
Like if we've had a quiet day and we say, can you please send me some more clients for today? All of a sudden you're back to back and you're thinking, Jesus, I need a pee, but I can't leave the computer.
Well, that happens. But the other thing is, and people aren't going to like this, when it's slow like that, and I'm like, yeah, I'd like more clients today. I'd like more quality clients today.
Yeah.
But there are some that are not my client. And, I think I, scared a few corporate individuals when I said that. I have my clients. My clients know that I don't pussyfoot around. I'm not the one that's going to go, oh, honey, he's going to change. He's going to magically come running in your door with flowers and care. No, if he's a loser, he's a loser.
Yeah.
How can we get past the loser? Oh, your job's going to turn around and be great for you. No, it's not. You should have left it 3 damn years ago when they pissed you off with a pay cut. Why are you still there?
And ladies, I can tell you, when it's a full moon like it is tonight,
right?
Jesus, does that bring everybody out to the woodwork?
Oh, Aeson and his money workings. Okay, Brenda wants the story. So everyone knows I do a little bit of money magic. Keeps the flow going. You think you can behave so I can tell a story? Huh? Keeps the flow going. So my husband, the atheist that doesn't believe in any of this, made a comment. Don't you think you ought to be doing some money workings? It's been kind of quiet around here the past few days. I'm like, okay. Middle of winter. And in the back office, I heated with an oil lamp that I had money oil in. So it was on. I went and took a bath. Lovely money bath. Lovely bath salts that attract money. Done my money meditation. Came in, lit my money candle. Yeah. I literally I was back to back for 9 hours straight.
Yeah.
And this was before I was using, some of our sites have apps, like Zodiac has an app, and, You know, Fortunica has an app. I wasn't even on Fortunica yet. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I'm like, I need to get up and pee. I can't get up from this desk. Because it was all chat. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, please give me an app.
yeah. And it's not easy then either.
No.
It's really not. I said to Sean earlier, Sean, make me a coffee, boy. I'm working. He went, I'm your son, not your slave.
Well, that's when you look at him and go, well, do you want me to work or do you want me to go get coffee and make myself coffee and you have to go out and work a little extra next week?
Bless him. He did make me one, though.
Well, good. You know, that was one of my criteria for my husband. He's got to make good coffee. He didn't make good coffee, he didn't pass my application.
I don't tell him he can't go far wrong because it's a machine. He just puts little capsules in it.
See, I still have the old drip pot. I love a good drip pot coffee. I really like the old percolator, but my cord burned on mine. And I'm looking to find another one.
Have a look on Amazon.
I will. I will.
I use Dolce Gusto.
Oh, if I'm doing fancy, I like what is it? It's a mocha macchiato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like any coffee, really, as long as it gives me that buzz.
I don't like decaf. I don't like
Decaf is pointless.
decaf is like fake calories. I don't like they have these new coffees out and you would think since I'm such a caffeination or enthusiast that I would like it, but it's like 5 times the caffeine.
No.
Terrible. Terrible stuff.
You go drink coffee and enjoy it.
Yes.
That's what you've got to do, not like these thick.
Mm-hmm. Walmart and Amazon both have the percolators. They do, but they're the newer ones, Brenda. And they just don't make it the same.
Brenda's giving a row.
No, Brenda's not getting around. She knows what I'm talking about because she or her friend has one of those beautiful silver coffee pots we all grew up with.
Yeah.
The thump, 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 thump ones. They make delicious coffee.
One thing I've got to ask you, do you have teapots over there?
We do have kettles.
No, teapots.
Okay.
It's something, once you've boiled the kettle, you put the tea bags in.
Uh-huh.
And then you pour water on top.
Yeah, we call them kettles too.
Do you? See,
Yeah.
over here, they're teapots.
Yeah, we have teapots. I have a couple. I've actually made coffee in a teapot.
Well, I suppose there's ways and means.
Well, see, the ones we have that has that little net insert. It's like a metal strainer net, so you can do loose leaf tea.
Oh,
Well, how else are you going to do a tea reading?
Loose tea is rank. Especially if it gets through the tea leaf thing and you take a mouthful and it's like,
No, that's when you look at it and do a reading.
Tea was meant to come in bags.
But no, a nice Lady Grey tea makes a lovely tea reading. Like the leaves are the right size, it lays right.
Oh, but what? Oh, no, because when you're making your way down and the tea is like floating about, it's like,
That's when you slow it down. You let it settle.
That's why I stick to coffee.
Yeah. Well, you can do coffee readings too, especially if you do the cream and sugar.
No, I'll just stick to what I do.
I know.
Because if it's a coffee reading, I want to drink it all.
Yeah.
I like breakfast tea.
English breakfast tea or regular breakfast tea? Because there's two. And then there's actually
English.
there's a Thai breakfast tea that's
Yeah.
really good.
I like the English breakfast tea because I'm not a tea lover.
Uh-huh.
I'm more of a coffee girl.
Oh.
So, and you know, I only drink hot chocolate in the winter when it's freezing.
Why don't you try something then?
Oh, God.
Hot chocolate with coffee instead of water or milk.
Really?
Really? With some nice high quality cream in it. Delicious, but rocket fuel.
I'm writing that down. Do you want to laugh?
Sure.
The girls will find this funny. Do you want to read the pen I had for my birthday?
Let me see.
A bit rude, mind.
Uh-huh.
Oh, where is it?
Cute.
My bestie bought me that.
How cute. At least it won't get stolen.
Nobody's going to want to steal that, are they?
No, but it's a very nice pen. It looks like it wrote well.
You know what? He said to me they were only cheap, but is the nice, smoothest pen to use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It really is.
So let's give them a little foreshadowing of what we're going to be doing through December, shall we?
I've got it. I've got it on my board. How good am I?
Yes, you're amazing.
Right. Oh, next week is our first show of December.
Uh-huh.
So it will be, where are we? Review of the year.
Yep. We'll be looking at how to review your year.
Then the 11th, we've got empowering your... Got to be careful how I say this because of being Welsh. Empowering your year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit confused. Oh, on the 14th, what does that mean for us? Have you got the schedule up?
Yeah, the 14th is when we're having our meeting to set January, February, and March.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, hang on, I've got that on my... Do you know what's funny? I've got meeting written there, and I didn't know what it meant.
Oh, whatever will we do with you?
So I knew there was a meeting. We haven't got a time yet.
Right.
This is going to be an interesting one. The last show of the year for us is going to be on the 18th. And what really is a spiritual Christmas?
Yes. So we'll be talking holiday traditions, what actually is Christmas versus what we've been programmed since the 50s is Christmas.
And we will be wearing funny things on our heads.
Yes, we will be finding Santa hats or reindeer ears or something to that effect.
Christmas Day, please forgive us, but we're having the day off.
Yes.
Because we'll either be too full on eating things or drunk.
Or both.
Yeah, or celebrating the baby.
Yes.
So don't forget, guys, it's going to be hit and miss.
Right.
With myself through December.
Right.
But as you all understand, I can't make him come daytime if he wants to come nighttime.
Exactly. And, here's the thing. If that baby comes, no big deal.
No.
Let me know. I will pull Joe out of the closet, set him down, hand him the articles, and here we go.
Yeah. For my ladies who asked would they see photos of the baby, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to my little gentleman friend sitting next to me on the screen. And then he will show you, because I don't want to be putting things on social media.
Right.
Because I'm quite private with people seeing him, if that makes sense.
Makes total sense. So, yes.
And there's loads of pervy moves on Facebook as well, so that's something I don't want to do.
Right. So don't worry. The ladies know where they'll see updates and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will let him know, definitely, without a doubt. And I'll send him the pictures. But as you can appreciate, I don't want to put him all over my Facebook.
Right. Yeah. But no, the ladies know where they know the place where Aeson posts stuff. So
Yeah.
you'll get the full news and updates there. Um,
Yeah.
Ladies, I can't talk about that here. Um, but where Aeson shares stuff at. We'll just put it that way.
The thing is, you guys have traveled this journey with me.
Mm-hmm.
You've known from the beginning, and like we've done weekly updates on how he's doing, and so of course I'd let you know.
Yep. Yeah, and Brenda doesn't blame you at all. And I think it's very conscious. Like you're taking a more nuanced approach to this. And what I mean by that is, don't get me wrong, there are some lovely parents out there. And there are some lovely social media parents out there. But there comes a line.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we don't have the best world right now.
No.
With that, however, how is your schedule looking this week? Tentative to baby staying in the oven because he's still browning.
He's still cooking.
Yep.
I'm back to my normal between 8 and 9 up until midnight.
Cool.
With my afternoon break of a few hours. Just believe it or not, we need to recharge batteries as well.
We do. Well, I finally think I found my rhythm. I'm going
Good.
to be on 10 p.m. till 8 a.m., excluding Wednesday. Wednesday is my day off.
I'm
Well,
glad you're still sticking to that.
I am. Now, I'll come and take emergency calls or crisis calls, but I'm not sitting the whole night.
No.
Yeah.
I don't blame you because I think clients seem to forget we have a life as well.
True. But, if there's a real emergency, you can find the Aeson. And the other thing is my life coaching courses are now on Modern Spiritual. You can go over there and take them. And they all come with an hour session of life coaching, not psychic reading, life coaching with me.
And that's good because I think life coaching leads you to many more new things as well.
Yes, it does. And I think that in January, we're going to have a show talking about the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can lead that one because you are the life coach.
Right. And, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
Guys, with that, thank you so much for joining us. Remember,
Can I just say thank you to our little special little animal that came and made her little weekly appearance?
Yes, Miss Anna.
She comes to see us every week.
Mm-hmm.
We will be teaching her how to use the cards and to work with spirit.
Can we at least teach her to put the cards back where they belong?
We can do that as well.
Yes. All right, guys. So we will see you Monday at 5 next week, and we will be looking at reviewing your year.
So have a think about things and take notes, ladies, to share with us next week.
Yes. All right, guys. You have a magical evening. We'll see you later.
Bye.